This is exercise 2 with the line tool, and you're looking at the design that we're going to create. You're going to see some circles in there. We're going to use the line tool to connect those two circles, and we're going to apply some constraints to the lines so that they are tangent to the two groups of circles that we'll draw. Now, then we have to create this design. And we're not given the measurements that we would need to come to this face and just cut out this section if we extruded this whole section here. But what we are given is that the cutout, this line here is the top of the cutout here, okay? So right here would translate to here. That is 30 millimeters from the center of these circles here. So we're going to extrude, we're going to create this shape here. We're going to extrude it 5 millimeters and have this shape. Then we're going to create a sketch on the top face. And we're going to position a line 30 millimeters from the center of the circle. We'll take this section and extrude it up another 10 millimeters, which is half of our distance coming up. The operation will be a join, so we have one body. Then we're going to mirror that body. This is our first time mirroring a body. So our first line, our first sketching tool as well that we're learning. We're going to mirror that body so that we duplicate this and lay it right on top and to give us our whole design. Let's get started and see how it works. All right, there's the completed design, or one shot at it. I'm going to open a new canvas here. Let's create a sketch, top bottom plane. Now, let's get our dimensions in front of us again. Not sure what that is. All right, we're going to draw our first set of circles here. The origin is going to be the center of this set of circles. Got a radius of 25 out here, so we're going to draw the first one's 50 millimeter diameter, one inside of it at 30 millimeters in diameter. Out here, we're going to draw one. There's a radius of 10, so radius of 20 millimeters in diameter. 10 millimeters in diameter will be the inner one. We'll draw lines connecting the two circles, or the two sets, top and bottom. We will make those lines tangent using constraints to the two circles, the two outer circles, and that will give us our base design once we trim away some of the interior portions. Those two sets of circles will be 50 millimeters apart. All right, so let's create our larger set. From the origin, create circle, center diameter circle. All right, from the origin, click on the origin. Let's take it out 50 millimeters. There we are. The inner circle will be 30 millimeters in diameter. There's the shortcut, create circle, center diameter circle. Click on the origin, 30 millimeters, enter. Let's create the outer ones. Create circle, center diameter circle. Well, we can come out here. The outer one's 20, and the inner one is 10. Create circle, center diameter circle, 10 millimeters. Type in 10. Notice I don't backspace to get rid of the existing numbers since they're highlighted. When I type my value, it simply replaces. Okay, now notice I did not draw my circles so that they were in a horizontal position on the x-axis. I need to make them horizontal. I'm going to use constraints to do that. Let's go constraints, horizontal, vertical. Here's the shortcut in the toolbar, horizontal, vertical. This group of circles is tied to the origin, so it will not move. Click on the center point. Notice how it turns blue. Click on the center point of our other circles, and it moves down and applies the horizontal constraint. Those are now where we want them. Now, the center points of these two groups of circles need to be 50 millimeters apart. Let's use the sketch dimension tool to accomplish that. Create sketch dimension. Last item, keyboard shortcut of D. Here it is in shortcuts, the toolbar. I have two items, so I'm going to select both items. Then I'm going to move my mouse vertically. I will get my dimension bar. I will click again to open the dimension box and set my dimension between the two items I select to be 50 millimeters. So I've clicked on the center here. It's blue. Let's go get the center of this group of circles. Click. And now I move vertically. I have a dimension. Click again. Let's set the dimension to be 50 and enter. There we are. I'm going to move this down out of the way. I guess I could have moved it up out of the way. 6 one, half a dozen of the other. Now I'm going to draw my lines connecting my two groups of circles. Create line, keyboard shortcut of L. Here it is in the shortcut, the toolbar, the shortcut in the toolbar. I'm going to start my line. Notice I've got the blue X, so I want to be on the edge of my circle there. I've got the blue X, click. I'll position it, that starting point, using a constraint. I'm on the second circle, and I'm going to go ahead and rotate around till I get the tangent symbol. Notice there's the tangent constraint symbol. So blue X on the edge. There, I've got the tangent icon. Click. And it applies the tangent constraint. It assumes, since I clicked where the tangent icon was, that I want it to be tangent. All right, I'm going to start here. Okay, notice it tells me where I'm equal to the line there. Well, that would be too easy. I want to demonstrate using the tangent constraint more. So I'm going to start back here. There we are. Draw to the other. And I'm going to come around till the line is tangent. Notice, because I have a different starting point for the line down here, the tangent location, since the line's moving at a different angle, is in a different location. When I make this line tangent to this circle, notice how it overlaps, so it's not tangent. This will adjust to remain tangent to this circle. Okay, so the endpoint of this line will move along to the circle since the tangent constraint's been applied, so that the line remains tangent when the starting point changes on this end. Let's make it tangent in the other two locations. So constraints, tangent, here's the shortcut. I'm going to select this circle and this line to generate a tangent relationship. Notice how it moved. This moved as well. I'm going to do the same here, this line and this circle, because I've already got tangent here, this circle. And there we are. All 4 points are tangent. Let's escape. Let's trim away these interior lines so I have one enclosed shape. Trim away, modify, trim, the scissors. Trim that, trim this. I got a warning that constraints and or dimensions might have been removed. Escape to get out of the trim tool. There's my enclosed shape. Let's finish sketch. I'm going to unselect it. Finish sketch, home position. Let's extrude. We're going to extrude this 5 millimeters. Create, extrude, keyboard shortcut of E. There's the shortcut in the toolbar. Select your profile to extrude. Up is the arrow is the direction the arrow is pointing. Let's set it to be 5 millimeters and click OK. All right. Now we want to create half of this section going up. The distance from here to the bottom side here is 20 millimeters. So we're going to identify this section that's extruded up, and we're going to extrude it up 10 millimeters to get half of it. So let's create a sketch. What we know from our diagram, here's this line represented in the top bottom view. Okay, this right here is this section here. We know it's 30 millimeters from the center of these circles. So let's go create that. Let's create a sketch. This face is what we want to create a sketch on. I'm going to move this over so we see it a little better. Line tool. Now I'm going to draw, I've got the blue X. I'm on the edge of my design, and I'm going to draw down and get the blue X again. My line's not vertical, is it? No, I need to make it vertical, so I'm going to apply a constraint. If yours is vertical, you should have the horizontal vertical constraint already displayed. Constraints, horizontal vertical. Here's the shortcut. I'm going to apply it to this line. All right, notice I now have the vertical constraint applied, and I'm going to escape out of the tool. I want to dimension this line so that is 30 millimeters from the center of this circle. Create, sketch dimension, keyboard shortcut D. Here it is in the toolbar. Select the line, select the center of the circle, move vertically. I want to set it so it's 30 millimeters apart. Enter. All right, there we are. Escape. Let's finish sketch. Home position. Create, extrude. There's the shortcut. Select this face. Notice how the line breaks it at the 30 millimeters from the smaller group of circles. Let's extrude this as a join. So change your operation to join. We're going to extrude it 10 millimeters. Click OK. I changed it to join because I want one body here. I got half my design now. Let's create the other half. Let's go create mirror.